Okay, question 6. Complete the statements about cookies. Use the terms from the list. So there's our sort of scattered list there, and here's our text. So cookies are small something files that are sent. So if we read these, a lot of these don't actually fit. So we've got cookies are full small compression files, executable files, hypertext markup, hypertext transfer protocol, so they're not protocols, image files, persistent sound. So really the only one that's really going to fit is that cookies are small text files that are sent between something and a something. So cookies go from the computer that you're using to the computer that you're communicating with, and it will be a computer usually on the internet, and it will be some kind of server. So we're looking for those two terms of compression. Again, executable, no. So we've got web browser and web server. So sent between a web browser and a web server. Right. Okay, so that's full stop. We've got a new sentence there. Something cookies are stored in memory and not in the user's secondary storage. So there are two types of cookies. There are persistent cookies and session cookies. We've got both of those listed here. Persistent cookies stick around, they don't go, and if anything is sticking around on your computer, it's stored in the secondary storage. So when you switch off the computer, it stays there. Session cookies, however, when you switch off if you close down the browsing session, they are deleted from memory or RAM, which is where they're being stored. So there's two types of cookies, and they're stored in different ways. So something cookies are stored in memory and not in the user's secondary storage. So we just talked about session cookies, which are stored in RAM, and when you close down that browser session, they're deleted from RAM. When a web browser is closed, a something cookie is lost, whereas a something cookie is not lost. So we just said we've got our two types of cookie, persistent and session. So one of them is lost and one of them isn't. So we just said the session cookie is lost. So it does say some terms may be used more than once. We've used session twice, whereas a persistent cookie is not lost. Okay, let's just check the mark scheme for that. So we've got text, web browser or web server. Well, it doesn't. I think they're basically saying it doesn't matter which way around those are. Then we've got session, and persistent. So we're good for that. Give three functions of a cookie. So there are lots and lots of things that cookies can be used for, but the main things that we would be familiar with is if you're trying to sign into something, it will securely store your login details. So store users login details. If you're on a shopping or e-commerce website, it will store, or cookies can store the products in your shopping basket or shopping cart. So store products in online. So let's make sure we say that it's not like an actual physical shopping basket. In online shopping basket, or you may say shopping cart, doesn't really matter. And so there's another type of information on the user that it stores, and just personal details, so separate to login details. Store users personal details. So you could say, so allow you to autofill forms and things like that. So let's just have a quick look at the second part of that mark scheme. So saving personal details, so we've got that. Storing login details, we've got that. And holding items in an online shopping cart, we've got that, or shopping basket, depending on where you are and what term you use for that. Okay, right, let's stop this one and then on to the next question. Thank you very much.